The Daily Purge. Man, it's Friday. You believe it? It's already weekend. That's a hard thing to believe there. How you doing today? What are you up to? You having a good day? I hope you're having a good day. I had a good day. Pretty good day. Spoke to a bunch of clients, spoke to Lane. We're working on the conference. And today I want to talk about, because a discussion we just had with a client, really badass dude. I want to talk about it doesn't have to be difficult to get what you want in life. It really doesn't. It's up to you. It's literally a discussion, right? It's a discussion with yourself as to if you want to make yourself all that trouble or if you want to actually just let it happen. And the way you let it happen is to receive. And I know that sounds for a lot of people a little crazy, but I want to just give you an example of what I mean and how I do it with Lane and how Lane and I do it. And that is set the intention. And now you've heard me say that a million times. You're probably saying, Stephen, I get it. Do you? Do you actually get it? You know, when you're certain about where you're going in life and what's going on, and you're certain about, share this one too here, and you're certain about your ability to navigate this. Hello, Olga. You're certain about your ability to navigate the world that you're setting yourself up for, right? Like, you know, we talk about setting the intention and then driving your life forward in a direction that you're seeking, right? When you're certain about that, then it doesn't matter how. And when Lane and I talk, we have to laugh sometimes. You know, we have this event in Texas coming up on the 7th and 8th of November. And it's a business accelerator for veteran-owned businesses. We have a healing symposium, which is free on the 8th. And it's for anybody who supports veterans or veterans. And we're doing it under the HAVE mission, right? So when we started this, we had an idea, right? We had an idea. Okay, we want to do this conference. And then we just put it out there, and then we just let it go. And we said, okay, we're going to receive. And then we came up with someone offered us, hey, we're doing an event. You want to do one the next day? We'll use the same venue and they'll set everything up. So there are events being set up by someone else, right? And then we're like, okay, good. We need to organize the speakers and this, that, and the other. We started doing that. And then we got a call. Hey, I saw you guys doing an event. We were going to do an event on that day, but if you're going to do it, then why don't you just take all of our people and our sponsors and you can do it. And we're like, whoa. So now suddenly we have this massive thing going on just through an intention with no fishing on our end at all. And this happens all the time. This is how the book got into the universities. This is how the book got so good, got as much circulation as it has. It was all through this intention. And so the same thing goes in life. When you seek something, you have to have faith and certainty that when you set it into motion, whatever that is that you want to happen, that is actually going to happen. Hey, baby love, look at my baby. You know, you've really got to set it to yourself. Am I certain about what's happening? If you're not certain about what's happening, then you got to take action, imperfect action, as we always talk about, right? Taking that imperfect action, not even knowing where you're going. You just know the general direction because that's your intention. My intention is to have an event, right? Start taking action. What's the action? Well, let's do a landing page. Okay, they did a landing page. All right, let's put it on Facebook and see if people answer. Let's send it out to our mailing list and see if people answer. We send it out. Guy answers. Hey, why don't you take our event over and you can have all our people? You see what I'm saying? And the only reason that worked out that way is because, hey, Denise, what's up, girl? How you doing? And the only reason it worked out that way is because the energy behind the words, the certainty behind the words that we wrote or the things that we say. You see, people buy into your certainty. They don't buy your product. They buy into you, the person who's certain. Hey, Beata, how are you? Right? And so that's why certainty is so important. We talk about certainty all the time, but it's more important than anything you will ever do. It's more important than the tricks of the trade. It's more important than the talent that you have. Hey, Donnell, how you doing, brother? Sergeant Major in the house. Check us out, 7th, 8th of November in Houston, brother. We'd love to see you there. Certainty is the most important thing that you can have in life. Because when you're certain, you walk into a room, people know, boy, that person, that guy, that gal knows what they're talking about. Even though you didn't say a word, they just feel it because you're certain. And you're probably asking me, Stephen, how can I be certain of the things that are going on in the world? Well, I'm not asking you to be certain about things that are going on. I'm asking you to be certain about your ability to navigate this world, your ability to deploy your zone of genius in the areas that you see are beneficial, in the areas that you see that you get a return. That's what I'm talking about. There's so much uncertainty out there. It is incredible. Hey, thank you for asking. Awesome, Beata. Awesome to hear. Awesome to hear. And this is what I'm talking about. You don't need to be certain about the world. You can't be certain about the world. You sure as hell can't change the world, right? So you can only be certain about yourself. You can only be certain about your ability to deploy. You can only be certain about the things that you are capable of. And somebody asked me today, Stephen, where did you get this certainty from in everything that you do? What happened? Did you take a course? I'm like, no, it's my life. It's what I live through. It's the things that I had near death experiences, the boot camp thing, the Iraqi girl thing, the suicide attempt. All these things added up to this. Like, you know what? I brought myself there and I brought myself back from there. So that for some reason, I know I love H-Town. Hey, Donnell. Awesome. And I know for some reason that if I was able to bring myself to the brink of death and take myself back a few times, right? Be successful, lose it, be successful, lose it. And exactly, Beata. Exactly. And how do you do this? There you go. And and if you are certain of your ability, and you should be certain of your ability, then everything's going to be fine. And you're going to get what you want. And here's the deal. If you try and navigate and control the future of what's happening in your life, you're missing out on the bigger picture of what could possibly happen. Here's the deal. You're certain about yourself, your ability. You're not sure how you're going to get there. It doesn't even matter. But you can be excited about how the universe is going to unfold in front of you, the opportunities it's going to bring, right? The coincidences, the luck, right? The people that are going to pop into your life, like today with this email about the guy with the other conference that wants to merge with ours. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that make life amazing. But if you're trying to control all the way out to that little variable, then you're going to miss it all. You're going to miss it all, right? Enjoy the journey. Exactly, Beata. Right? You're going to miss it all. And that you don't need to do. You don't need to worry about it. So anything that you want, sit down, think about it, write it down, write down the goal. You can break it down business-wise and say how many people, for instance, I want to make we did this yesterday with a woman, or was it today? I don't know. It was today. And she said, I want to make $50,000 a month. I said, okay, what do you got? I got this course. It's $1,000 a person. Okay, so $50,000 a month, that's 600K. 600K is, what was it, 200 students? I don't remember. I think it was 600 students, right? So it was 600 students that she needed. And she's in an organization with like 80,000 people. And she said, but they will market for me, but they'll take 60%. And I can't afford to give. I said, well, raise your price from 60%. What's the big deal? Have it or don't have it, right? She's like, oh, I never even thought about that. You see what I'm saying? So there's always opportunity out there. Don't get stuck in what you think that you know, right? And be aware and thankful and purposely receiving of those opportunities out there. If someone told you right now, hey, I'll market your product to my 1 million members, but I want 80% or I want 70% of the revenue. And you're like, I can't afford that. Or you can say, all right, I'll raise the price on 80%. You're going to get less people, right? But you're still going to make the same amount of money you would if you sold those people at $1,000 a piece, as an example, right? You see what I'm saying? There's always a solution to find your way forward. I always speak German. I don't know why. There's always a solution for moving forward. And that solution starts with the vision, the idea and the vision, creating certainty around that idea and vision. And you create that certainty by taking imperfect action, creating as you go. Creating as you go forward, creating as you move forward, stepping into the greatness that's in front of you. Even if you don't know what it is, even if there's no ground in front of you yet, take that step and be certain that when that foot lands, you'll have a pad to land on that is your next step into the future. Sound hokey? It's not. That's how we live. That's how Lane and I live every day. We went to Peru in March, full lockdown. The whole planet was on lockdown. So what? I flew to America because I'm American. I can do that. I flew to, hey, Amelia, awesome. I flew to Dallas, Texas, spent 4 days there, right? Went to get on a plane to go to South America, to go to Peru during lockdown. how to get the test, how to get this test and that test. And this. And everything that could happen to stop me from going happened. But it never fazed me because I was certain in my ability to get there. One thing that happened was that when I got to the airport in Dallas heading to South America, Avianca, I think it was Avianca Airlines from South America required you to wear a mask and a shield. And I was there to check in. I was like, sorry, I don't have a shield. You know, there can be opportunity in every challenge. The question is, can you see it? Exactly. And so I didn't have a shield. And she said, well, you need to buy one or you need to get one. I said, do you sell them? No, we don't sell them. And I said, okay, well, I still need to go. So there's a solution. Let's do it. And they're looking around and looking around and looking around. And I was not worried at all because I knew something would happen. And the woman behind the counter goes, give me a minute. I want to run to my car. And she ran to her car and gave me her private personal shield. And I said, oh, I'd love to hug you. And she goes, no COVID. And I was like, okay. You know what I mean? And then I put it on and went on the plane. I mean, you see what I'm saying? If I'd have panicked and said, come on, you guys, come on. You can't tell. You should have told me. You didn't tell me and this, that, and the other, all this kind of stuff. Nothing would have happened. But because I was certain and I knew that I was going to Peru no matter what, then, well, it happened. Number two, we got there. We went to our retreat place where we always go every year with the Myberg family. It was awesome. And they had like no guests for a year. And it was horrible because of the COVID. And just because we were there and did live videos and posted on their page, and they posted on their page, and we posted on our page, people started saying, wait a second, you can do that? And so they started booking trips to this place. And now they were like filling up and filling up and filling up and filling up just because we showed up. Just because we said, we're certain we're going to get there. And so you see how that ripple effect, that radiant value affects everyone around you? So this is what we talk about leadership. We talk about the humble alpha leadership. What I just explained to you is humble alpha leadership. I'm certain in my ability to deploy my ability to get to where I want to go, whether it's my business or my private life. If you're in business, look, culture follows action. If you're in perfect action in business, it's moving you forward every single day, even just a little bit, and your people see that, they're going to act the same way. If you're hesitant, scarcity mindset, worried, complaining, bitching all the time about something in the business that's not going right, guess what? So is your staff. And so when we talk about leadership, it's about self-leadership. Be certain of who you are. Be certain of your abilities. Be certain of that deployment of your specific talent. Yes, great story. I love vibrating in certainty because this energy aligns things that happen. Yes, Denise. Denise is amazing. Yes, indeed. Denise, you're right. And that's it. And you are. You are totally in that vibrational frequency of certainty. I love it, man. I love to see you blooming and exploding the way you are. It's amazing, man. So proud to have you as a friend. And so I really want this for you. I really want this for you. And if you haven't read the book, Unleash Your Humble Alpha yet, and I don't care about the $3 we earn on the book. I'm not worried about that. If you haven't read it yet and done the work, please do. It will change your life forever. And I truly mean that. I truly mean it. If you read the book and actually do the work and show it to me and say it didn't do shit for me, I'll give you your money back. That's how sure I am. That's how sure I am. Because I know in that book, it will drive you to a new place that you've never been before. I promise you that. Do the work. Feel the change inside of you. Create that certainty. Drive that purpose home like nobody's business. It's incredible. It's an incredible journey. And if you're not happy every day, you're not excited every day about what's going on in your life, and you're not looking at yourself going, man, there's so much more. There's so much I can do. I love this. Oh, it's so awesome. And I'm so excited every single day. What's going to happen? Even if you don't know what's going to happen, you're still excited for the potential in what's happening. Oh, it's so amazing. It really is. Especially when you get to work with people, like Denise or Scott or Ross or all of the clients that we have, you just see it in them. You just see them blooming and you see them growing and the ability for them to dictate their own reality. It is just amazing. Hey, Beata, of course, man, our pleasure. Yeah, it's just amazing to see that. And that's our ripple effect, right? That's how we're getting the word out. That's how we're changing the paradigm on the planet. We're not buying into all this stress and all this negativity and all this stuff going on around the world. Why? right? Why? Change your world first. You want to change the world? Change your world first. Every day is exciting and total blessing. I love that book. Thank you so much, Steve. Oh, thank you very much, Julie. Awesome. You get me? You getting where I'm coming from? I know you are. I know you are. I know you are. All right. Well, that's it. Hope you have a fantastic one. The rest of your Friday, if you're in North America, the rest of the night, if you're in Europe. And we will see you on Monday. You have an amazing weekend. Do something for yourself. Grab the ones you love. Tell them you love them. Right. And just enjoy the weekend. Okay. Have a fantastic one. And remember, it's all about quality of life.